Coach, Portland was not expected to be here, losing 4 or 5 starters in the position they're currently in. What's worked so well for this young group?
I think it's clicked. I think Terry's done a great job of bringing these guys together to allow Lillard to run the show. The emergence of McCollum has been a great surprise to the league, and I'm sure to them too. But the kid has worked his way and developed himself into a great player, and he's a great example if you put the work in of what you can do. He was a stone-cold scorer in college, and he just kept getting better, kept getting better. He was in their program. So, and then you add a player like Plumlee who's a glue piece to fit in. So a lot of things have come together, but it came through the work of developing their players, bringing guys in that fit, and, then Terry doing a heck of a job of bringing them together.
Does it surprise you that 2 players that are so ball dominant in a sense, like they need the ball to kind of get off, that they are succeeding together?
Yeah, but both of them they're a good fit. They have no egos. They play well together. They're unselfish. They will make the play if a play presents itself. Both of them are, I don't think they're ball dominant. I mean, they're scorers. They're stone cold. Both of them are scorers. But they will make a play and make a pass if it presents itself.
There was a time when you guys weren't particularly good at home, and now you're running up 11 in a row. What do you think's turned around over the years?
I think maturity, Doug. I think, again, everybody wanted us to be that team, and we're still not an elite team yet. And, we're still developing our program to the level. Nobody wants to listen to it and hear it, but it takes time. It just takes time to get there. I mean, people, if you told me 3 years ago we were ready to win 11 in a row, that's not going to happen. But again, through maturity, guys working, guys developing, guys growing, DeMar DeRozan growing into the player he is. A lot of people think your job is easy, but it took you years to get to where you are. And it doesn't happen.
Close to retirement.
That's right. That's right. So it takes time in anything in life. And so our program is growing, is developing, and I think that's the story I think everyone is missing.
Obviously this has become one of the tougher places to play. Can you think, like, throughout your career or back in Kentucky, was there like one gym where you're like, oh my God, I don't want to go in there?
Yeah, Kentucky was one. Seattle is another one.
How about
Vanderbilt was one down in the SEC. You hated going to Vanderbilt. Tennessee, you hated going there. Florida, Old Gator Alley was hard to go into as a coach and player. I hated just playing in Utah back when we was in Seattle and Malone and Stockton was there. That was a tough place. And the old Coliseum in Portland was a tough place to go. So there's a lot of hot gyms, but again, it's not the gym, it's the people in the gym. It's the players developed and the players you're going against in that gym and style of play that they play makes up that whole formula as far as a tough place to play.
DeMar was just talking about your style of play, that you guys always go on the road, have a chip on your shoulder. He seems to feel there's more of that now when you're playing at home. Have you seen that?
A little bit. I think when you're a young player, not sure, you think home is going to take care of you, and you don't have to take care of home. And I think as you mature as a player, okay, we've got to make sure we take care of business here at home. They're trying to come into our house, go into our refrigerator and take food out of our refrigerator and have that mentality more so than being comfortable at home. But guys have grown into that.
There's such impatience around the league as far as developing players. Everyone wants to be good right now. What do you think is the key to developing?
Working, getting in the gym in the summertime, during the season, after practice, before practice. I know our young guys, Jason, as far as our D-League guys, they go to their practice in the morning, come back here. They'll go play at night, come back and practice here. So there's nothing that replaces work and skill development. And again, patience with those players. I think Portland's done a great job of being patient with a kid like McCollum. They brought a kid like Crabbe in and developed him and worked him. You can go right down the line with those guys. And so, but again, nothing replaces getting in the gym, coaches with players, players with coaches, back at nighttime after practice when nobody's looking, and putting in the time. And And there's coaches in there with players and players getting it done too. And that's where the development aspect comes. And a lot of it also is done in the summertime. You know, you got to put in the work. We have a program mapped out for each player in the summertime to make sure they get it done. So it's almost a year-round thing now, whereas before guys go on vacation, they use training camp to get in shape. And now training camp is just an extension of the regular season now, because guys come in such great shape, prepared physically and skill-wise, that they're ready to play.